Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Nashville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And his first pass is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Hurts. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Titans. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Past the 20, 10, 5, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And this is good. Outscored 7-0 Tennessee. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident, because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Tannehill. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season He needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, Tannehill.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. The kick by Parkey is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Hurts. That's complete. Okuegbunam.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Tannehill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They run with Sanders off the option.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts is going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It got his man complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. He finds his target. It's Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Derrick Henry. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
Eric Wilson able to make the tackle.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Sanders has the first down and much more. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Running from the gun with Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Parkey's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. throw the ball. They had success doing it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill.
He'll flip this out to Evans.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Hey, 30!
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. 3rd down here.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off play action, Tannehill. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
They go play action with Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hurts.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run on first down. Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
Tannehill. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Left side here to Sanders. Powering his way forward. And it's a Titans touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Parkey with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. their game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Throwing is Hurts.
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Albert Okuebuna,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
they're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Tannehill on 1st down.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Back to Gainwell here on second down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So that'll back him up 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Watch left. I got it.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. Let's go. 2 times. 3 down.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes left side. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Check.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working